Yesterday was an amazing day for college football. I felt that there were about three or four college football games that really were competitive. But there's two that I'm going to summarize in this video. The first one, Oklahoma versus Texas. In the first half, Texas was absolutely in control of the game. They led as many as 21 in the game. I don't know what happened in the sideline. I don't know what happened or what was said um, in the locker room, but Oklahoma Sooners came out firing the second half. It was amazing to see that comeback that Oklahoma made, and they went on to win. They went on to beat Texas, and they still remain undefeated. But it was an amazing game, amazing. I feel that this could arguably be the game of the year, but there's another game that could give them a run for their money for game of the year, and that game is Arkansas. What a magnificent offensive show. If you didn't see this game, you missed a really good show because both teams was just firing from the offense. Now, sometimes it's not good to see a very high scoring game, but there was something about that Arkansas versus Mississippi game that it was just so interesting. And once Arkansas, you felt like they tied it up. You felt like the momentum was their way, but then Ole Miss came back and scored. It was just both teams exchanging blows, and the way that fourth quarter, the way that game ended was just brilliant. Arkansas scored a touchdown, but they failed on a 2-point conversion. And what's so amazing about college sports, especially college football in the fall season, is the passion from the fans, from the students and fans. Because the reality is that a lot of these college teams don't really have a pro sport at a major league level. So a lot of these fans and students they treat um, some of these teams as pro sports. So that's the beauty about college sports is that I feel that the fans are more into it than pro sports. It doesn't, and I'm including this both I'm including this the regular season. I feel like the regular season, um, college football fans are much more passionate, more crazier, more intense than pro sport fans. Makes any sense? But that's my opinion on it. Um, for so many years, I've tried to keep my eyes focused on college sports. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it doesn't. But then this year, I feel like it started a little bit last year, but more this year. I've been more dedicated to focusing to college sports, particularly college football for this year, and it's just been amazing to see teams like Iowa being just unbelievable this year. Their defense is incredible, and if you saw a game against Penn State, then I made a video about it yesterday. Cincinnati is also great. Alabama's gonna be Alabama, which, by the way, it's probably the biggest upset of college football this season. Texas A&M knocked them off yesterday. No one saw that coming. So they handed Alabama's first loss of the season. What are the teams that are good? Penn State, obviously. Iowa. I'll mention BYU, even though they lost, but I gotta give them props as well. I mean, it's just amazing. College football, um, it's an amazing sport to follow, and I'm looking forward to in week 7.